Welcome back, luminous soul of Leo. I am Luna Celestine, and if you're hearing these words today, know that it's not by accident. The universe has a message meant only for you. May 25th arrives with a surge of celestial energy that feels like a long-awaited breath of fresh air. If you've been moving through a fog of uncertainty, doubting your path, or feeling like your efforts have gone unseen today, marks the beginning of your emergence. The cosmos is shifting in your favor now, peeling back layers of hesitation to reveal a powerful clarity that has been waiting to surface. A new connection is making its way toward you, not necessarily romantic, but undeniably transformative. It may come in the form of a kindred spirit, a mentor, or a collaborator whose presence activates something sacred in your spirit. This relationship is not just chance. It is a divine appointment destined to amplify your growth and ignite parts of you that have quietly yearned to awaken. So open your heart wide, dear Leo. Because today, the stars are not just aligning, they are calling you forward into your next great unfolding. Leo, today the universe is preparing to reward you in a way that feels long overdue, not out of luck but out of deep cosmic recognition. There is a financial breakthrough approaching, one that arrives as a direct result of your perseverance, your unwavering authenticity, and your refusal to abandon your truth, even when the road was unclear. This is not a random windfall. It is the manifestation of the energy you've been consistently pouring into the world, the late nights, the quiet sacrifices, the dreams you nurtured even when no one else saw them. And now the tide turns. This shift in prosperity is intimately tied to how you see yourself. Your self-worth is the key that unlocks abundance. The more you embrace your natural brilliance, the more effortlessly wealth flows into your life. The sun, your ruling force, is amplifying your confidence and attracting new opportunities that mirror your vibrational field. This isn't just about receiving money. It's about stepping into alignment with a version of you who knows you are worthy of ease, success, and joyful expansion. Be open to financial gifts or opportunities coming from unexpected directions. Perhaps it's a side project you've quietly nurtured behind the scenes, a creative endeavor that finally finds its audience, or a surprising offer that lands seemingly out of nowhere. What appears sudden is actually the fruit of seeds planted long ago. This influx will feel like a cosmic thank you, not just for what you've done, but for who you've become. Let go of scarcity thinking. Let go of the idea that wealth must come through struggle or competition. Instead, align with the belief that your light, your true unfiltered essence, is more than enough to call in everything you desire. And as this shift unfolds, don't be surprised if envy or resistance surfaces in others. Someone may try to dim your light or question your worth. But know this, their projections are not your problem. Stay rooted in your radiance and let your abundance speak for itself. Your lucky numbers for today are 5, 17, 29, 41, 53, and 65. Write them down. Hold them close. Let them serve as reminders that fortune favors the heart that remains true. Leo. The professional path before you is beginning to shimmer with possibility, inviting you to step beyond the boundaries of what has felt familiar, predictable, or safe. For some time, it may have felt like your career was caught in a loop, delays, detours, or an invisible ceiling keeping you from fully rising into your potential. But that weight is beginning to lift. The energy of May 25th brings a shift not just in momentum, but in mindset. You're no longer meant to simply maintain, you're being called to expand, to innovate, to lead, in a way only you can. The opportunities coming now may not look like what you once imagined. They might feel unconventional or slightly intimidating, especially if they challenge your current identity or ask you to risk comfort for growth. But that's exactly the point. The universe isn't asking you to play small anymore. It's placing before you new roles, new projects, and new collaborations that are designed to stretch you into your fullest creative expression. Whether it's a leadership position, a bold entrepreneurial move, or a pivot into an entirely different industry, these options are aligned with the fire in your soul that refuses to settle. To move forward with grace and power, your integrity becomes your greatest compass. People are watching you not just for what you achieve, but for how you carry yourself. In a world full of shortcuts and false promises, your honesty, your fierce heart-centered truth, is what magnetizes the right allies, mentors, and partners. Let your work speak for itself, but let your values shape the way you lead. The reputation you build now will echo far beyond this moment. And while some may not understand your evolution, don't let their doubts become your hesitation. You are not here to repeat old cycles or prove your worth to those still clinging to outdated versions of you. You are here to blaze forward not with arrogance but with quiet confidence that knows who you are and where you're headed. This career season is about rising into your calling with clarity, courage, and an unshakable sense of purpose. And Leo, the world is more than ready for what you're about to offer. Leo, in matters of the heart, the energy surrounding you today is sacred, soulful, and deeply transformative. This is not the kind of love that simply passes the time. This is the kind of love that rewrites your story. Whether you are already in a relationship or standing at the threshold of something new, the universe is guiding you toward a connection that mirrors your spiritual growth. It will feel fated not because it's perfect, but because it's purposeful. This bond will awaken parts of you that have been dormant, forgotten, or guarded for too long. For some of you, this may be someone new, a presence that enters your life like a gentle but undeniable storm, stirring your emotions and reminding you that you are still capable of being surprised. For others, it may be a familiar soul returning not as a repetition of the past, but as a reflection of how much both of you have grown. Time apart may have brought healing clarity and the emotional maturity needed to try again this time, with eyes wide open and hearts unafraid. But no matter who it is, what matters most now is how you love. The cosmos is encouraging you to release the old armor, the fear of being too much, the need to protect your heart by dimming your passion, the belief that you must earn love by shrinking yourself. None of that belongs here. You are being called to love with your whole being, boldly, tenderly, and without delay. Let yourself be fully seen. Let your affection be known. There is nothing to gain from waiting until you feel completely ready, because the truth is, love meets us exactly where we are. The presence of the Lover's card along with the Queen and King of Cups signals that this connection will be emotionally balanced, spiritually aligned, and mutually enriching. It's not about games or ego. It's about resonance, two souls recognizing something familiar in one another, something eternal. This relationship will ask you to choose not just the other person, but yourself, your desires, your joy, your right to feel safe and adored. If pain still lingers from past heartbreaks, let it be a lesson, not a limit. You have grown wiser, more intuitive, and more compassionate. The love unfolding now will feel like a blessing, not just because of who they are, but because of who you have become. So take the risk, Leo. Say yes to love that liberates. Say yes to softness, to trust, to intimacy that doesn't ask you to shrink, but to expand. Because this, dear Leo, is the kind of love that was written in the stars, and it has finally found its way to you. Your physical health at this time is deeply entwined with the currents of your inner world. More than just exercise or diet, your vitality is being shaped by the quiet conversations happening within your mind, the ones filled with old fears, hidden tension, and unresolved emotion. If you've been feeling fatigued, heavy, or disconnected from your usual fire, it's not because your body is failing you. It's because your spirit has been carrying burdens too long unspoken. But today brings an opening, a chance to release, to soften, to breathe freely again. The universe is gently urging you to turn inward, not in isolation, but in care. Meditation, creative play, and soul-nourishing rituals are not luxuries right now, they are medicine. Whether it's journaling your thoughts without judgment, dancing alone in your living room, painting what you cannot yet say in words, or simply walking with presence beneath the sun, these acts become sacred channels through which your energy can flow again. The Fool card's presence reminds you that healing does not come from overthinking. It comes from returning to the present moment, to joy, to breath, to stillness. Your emotional healing is the catalyst. The King and Queen of Cups, surrounding your reading point to a new level of emotional maturity. A time when you are being asked to treat yourself with the same compassion you so often offer others. Speak gently to yourself. Release the guilt you've carried for needing rest. Trust that slowing down is not weakness, it is wisdom. As you tend to your emotional landscape, your physical body will follow, shedding the stress it's stored in your shoulders, your gut, your chest. This is also a time to listen more closely to the subtle signals your body sends. Cravings fatigue even moments of tension. These are not random. They are messages, invitations to respond with care. Don't ignore them. Instead, create space each day, even just a few quiet moments to ask, "What do I need right now?" and allow the answer to come from within. Leo. Your body is your ally, not your enemy. And as you clear the clutter from your thoughts and soothe the storm in your heart, you will find that strength returns not with a roar, but with a steady, radiant glow. You are not just healing, you are realigning, renewing, remembering the vibrant wholeness that is your natural state. Let your health be a reflection of your self-love. Let it shine from the inside out. Leo, within the sacred circle of family and friendship, a beautiful warmth is rising, one that calls you back to the heart of your tribe. This is a time of reconnection, celebration, and witnessing the ways your growth has touched not only your own life, but the lives of those who love you. Whether it's a gathering, a heartfelt conversation, or simply being present with one another in small everyday moments, you may find that emotional bonds are deepening in unexpected ways. Your light, your transformation, your steady climb toward wholeness, it is being noticed. And it's inspiring those around you to grow in their own right. Yet alongside this support, a subtler current may be present, the quiet tension of comparison or unspoken envy. There may be someone close to you, perhaps even within your family or trusted circle, who is struggling to reconcile your rise with their own insecurities. It is not your job to shrink or dim yourself to make others more comfortable, but it is your sacred task to protect your peace. You can love without absorbing. You can care without compromising. Maintain your energy by staying centered in gratitude and by surrounding yourself with those who celebrate your joy as if it were their own. You are stepping into a more authentic version of yourself, and with that comes a natural reshaping of relationships. Some bonds will deepen, others may fade. Let it happen without guilt. Trust that those meant to journey with you will rise to meet you not just in words, but in spirit. When it comes to compatibility, your cosmic connections are glowing with potential. Water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces offer emotional depth, intuition, and healing energy. These signs help soften your fire, inviting you into moments of introspection and tenderness. Air signs. Gemini and Libra stimulate your mind, bringing fresh ideas, laughter, and perspective. They encourage your curiosity and help you see beyond the horizon. And earth signs Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn bring grounding, structure, and calm. Their presence reminds you to pace yourself and focus on long-term stability. But Leo, not all attention is rooted in love. Be mindful of relationships where controlled jealousy or subtle competition may be hiding beneath the surface. You are not here to dim your brilliance to soothe someone else's wounds. You are here to shine, to uplift, and to surround yourself with souls who honor your journey. The more you embody your truth, the more your circle will reflect that truth back to you. Trust the natural rearrangement of your relationships. What remains will be golden. And so, beloved Leo, as we close today's reading, I want you to know from the deepest part of my heart how proud I am of you. I see your growth, your courage, the way you've continued to rise even when no one was watching. The universe sees it too. You are not behind. You are right on time, unfolding with divine precision even when it feels uncertain. This chapter of your life is not about rushing to prove anything. It's about reclaiming your joy, your truth, your magic unapologetically. Whether it's love that softens your heart, a career shift that excites your soul, or simply the quiet knowing that you're becoming more you with each passing day, trust it. Lean in. Let it bloom. Remember, you were not born to be ordinary. You were born to blaze, to inspire, to lead to love with a heart wide open. And whatever is coming next, it's not just a reward. It's a reflection of everything you've dared to heal, to hope to hold. Until we meet again, keep choosing the light within you. Keep showing up as the radiant soul you are, and never forget I'm walking this sky with you every step of the way.